far underground do you think you are?
Cantita duela bofo kim hobe bekuku hifar muk.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Potobwata Miami. Kobwa yake.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east.
Mauketo tolu ayadre. Why ketawa?
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Noko.
To wavu nuekek ujbar no barke.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped.
Yeah, move forbo. Boom.
Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared. Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Says you should take it easy. Hope you haven't seen the sky for the last time. What a wonderful day! An old munch house. Imagine having hot food brought to you. Stories keep moving whether you drive them or not. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way?
The
vendor says you can browse his goods anytime during opening. Suggests you take it easy. You won't strike a good deal here if you're in a hurry. Time to buy or sell. This region is known as the Canupstonies. You can't find a harder place in the world. Ah, the Gnote Pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things first. Let's see. The world's towering over you.
Puri kumbala muma. Andro?
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Tropalo. Domale tuk.
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Dere?
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Kanamunta.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Pendrine senema. Vaiseno kasaman varut.
Is sure they'll come back on their own once you stop forcing them. Hopefully not to haunt you, though. You've suffered enough already.
Pial tuma. Inadabsunka?
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Monibasa. Inadabsunka? Kamonu.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Anora kapapon. Aplitonumuta.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Taifanamenuma. Kanaruta. Aplitonumuta.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Masamal.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Run, dog, run!
It's not a race.
You only say that because you're losing.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
No, there are lots of other reasons you're wrong.
Asadurutu. Pial tuma.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Domale tuk.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Rizentede. Minalagimamuru.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it.
Sanna yote. Andro?
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Boila kudo.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too.
Anora kapapon.
Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before.
Pendrine senema.
But let's not speak of that now.
Monibasa.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Kanaruta. Tukonda. Kanamunt.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Masamal.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Kodotuku.
It's the most magnificent creature she's ever encountered. A creature straight out of a dream or story. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. It's time to create your own path. You found the Majut meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Night covers the land.
Masama Andro?
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Pial tu ma
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
tukonda kututuku.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Naro lute. Kanyala nodoro.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Anora kapapon. Asil natu.
It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out-of-Date's map. Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks. Locked. That looks like the control box handles need to be wheeled to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Should cover up your most important parts. What? The sun is coming up fast. You make this look simple. That's a motored blind box Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. You flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark.
Domale tu. Asana yotpa.
With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha-Majut. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo Shopperia while scavenging for treats for the Gnotes. That's not so far away. It's a seat you fasten on the back of a mount to safen up your ride. It can become quite bumpy and risky without. Any sun is way better than none. You finally found the village of Bumlidoff. Let's see.